this will be lesson 5. We are going to go after the floor elements now. So inside this model, let me just turn off the wall layer so we can look at what we have. So we need a 6-inch floor here. We need a 12-inch floor in here. We have these porches that, according to the AutoCAD model, according to the annotations in the CAD model, are saying there's a 1-inch step here. Presumably that's 1-inch step down from interior to exterior space. A 6-inch step here, so that's 6-inch step down from interior to exterior, and a 1-inch step on this side when you go out. So here's how we're going to interpret that. That from the interior floor here, which is at 12 inches, we're stepping down 6 inches. So this is going to be 6 inches off the ground. Similarly, from 12 inches, we're stepping down 1 inch. So this is going to be 11 inches off the ground. On this side, we're stepping down from a 6-inch height floor. So the top of this porch is going to be 5 inches off the ground. If you take the time to understand that, it will reward you. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the column layer as well for now, and I'm going to outline the perimeter of the 6-inch floor. It's a little irregular the way that these endpoints work out, but I'm just going to draw from endpoint to endpoint the intersections. I'm going to go past these elements that I see here, which are going to be modeled separately. So that's going to be the shape that represents the 6-inch floor. Right? If I turn off the AutoCAD underlay, we can see that. I'm going to push it to a height of 6 inches. Oops. 6. Triple click to select all the geometry. Group it. And we need layers for this. So this is where it starts to get, right? Floor. Let's be explicit. Interior 6-inch. And I'm going to take that group and move it to the floor interior 6-inch. Let's turn back on the AutoCAD underlay. By the way, when I turn, well, let's do that afterwards. Turn back on the column layer. For now, so we don't snap to this geometry, I'm going to turn off the visibility of the floor we just created and draw the perimeter of the 12-inch floor. I'm just using the line tool to draw endpoint to endpoint. You go past all the openings, doors, windows, representations. Have I done that? There we go. So that face represents the shape of the 12-inch floor. If I turn off the AutoCAD underlay, select that face, push it to a height of 12 inches, 12. Enter, triple click, make a group, and create a layer for it and push it to that layer. I'm going to create a new layer called Floor Interior 12-inch, and take that group I just created and move it to that layer. So if we turn on well, it looks like I may have extruded that in the wrong direction. Did I? Let's go to the front view. Yeah. So we made a slight mistake with this 6-inch solid somehow. So I'm just going to move it vertically. I'm going to do it 6 inches. Oh, 12 inches. No, 6 inches. Okay, now these guys go on the right. That's the right elevation. If I turn back on the column layer, you can see that the columns sit inside of the floors. If I turn X-ray face mode on, you can see more clearly exactly where they'll sit. Let's pause here. So we've created the 12-inch floor, the 6-inch floor. Now we need to do the patios. Let's turn back on the CAD underlay. Remember, that's a step down of 1 inch from the 6-inch floor, so that's got to be a 5-inch floor element. This one is a step down 6-inch from a 12-inch floor, so that's going to be a 6-inch. And this one is 1 inch down from a 12-inch floor, so that's going to be 11 inches. I'm going to move through this rather quickly and explain it afterwards. I'm outlining what forms the exterior perimeter of that porch. That needs to be 5 inches in height. Move it to 5 inches. Enter. Still have X-ray mode on, but you can see that. So if I triple click this now, make that a group, let's create a layer called porches. Well, you know what? I'm going to call them floors, floor, porch, exterior porches. Just so that we know exactly what they are. And that first group I'm going to move to that layer. Floor, exterior porches. We need a porch here. We know that porch is going to be 6 inches in height because it's a 6-inch step down from a 12-inch floor. So I'm drawing I have this isometric projection so that you can see what's really happening in 3 dimensions. We need to raise that to 6 inches, 6, enter, triple click, make it a group, and move it to floor exterior porches. So now we have 2 of those. Finally, go here, draw the outline, and that needs to be 11 inches because it's a 1-inch step down from a 12-inch interior floor. You might be thinking, if you're observing keenly, as many students do, that, gee, what happens to that threshold space between the interior floor and the door? Well, right now that's being represented by the mass of the wall. Make this a group. Move that to the floor exterior porches there. So, turn off the AutoCAD underlay. Turn off the visibility of the column layer. There are the 3 elements we just created. Right? There are the walls. So right now there are no openings in this model. So the threshold of the door is subsumed into the walls here. We've modeled the columns, and we've modeled the 6-inch interior floor, and then the 12-inch interior floor. And if we look at this in X-ray mode, we can see all that we've modeled so far. That will end lesson 5.